let's welcome Mr. Dan Fogler. Dan, welcome.
Thanks for staying late. Oh, hey. How are you, man?
Good, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
We're going to do this for 45 minutes.
We're just filling time while people get here. How's it going?
Now, we already have people showing up for questions, but I do have a question to ask. Yes.
Yes.
You don't have to be too close to these microphones.
Yeah, I'm noticing that.
These are very sensitive. They're like a Star Wars fan watching The Last Skywalker. They are extremely sensitive, so you don't have to worry about that.
I feel like Howard Hughes right now. Look at this. This is like...
But I'm very glad you're here.
Sorry.
Because I've been trying to talk to you about your car's extended warranty. No. Are you really trying to mess up my audio?
No. I was trying to do my best Vader. Is that evil poo? Yeah. What's going on with that?
Evil poo. Oh boy, I'm gonna kill you.
Rumbly in my tumbly.
Walking Dead is about to end, and you're in the last third. What's it feel like ending that?
Wait, who told you that? No one told you that.
IMDb showed me that you're in a couple episodes of the last third.
Really? It's out? Is it out?
It shows the episode numbers, I think 23 and 25, or 21. Anyway, it shows you're in a couple episodes of the last third. So yes, we know. We don't know.
Oh, wow. I was supposed to keep that a secret. All right.
We don't know what you're doing. It could be a flashback.
Right.
Could be, where did that, Luke guy go?
Anything.
It could be in your music class, you're teaching people stuff. We don't know.
That'd be cool.
Well, how does it feel having, that show? It's an iconic show, and you've been a part of it. How does it feel with having that end?
Oh, it's really quite sad, It's very nostalgic. I collected the comic books, and that was really sad when that ended. And and now I made so many friends. Like, there's so many people on that show that are just have become buddies. And I'm trying to find new things and projects to work with them. On. We're doing Moon Lake, which is my graphic novel. We're making an animated show. So we're getting. I'm getting a lot of voice talent from The Walking Dead to come and be on the show, like Cooper Andrews, and Ross Marquand, and Kari Payton, and so you'll see a lot of those familiar names in the credits.
You'll hear those people too, yeah.
The Walking Dead, it's been a real blast. I learned so much from doing the show. I learned how to ride horses, and I'm just like a city boy, I'm from Brooklyn, and I used to be scared of horses, and then it became like a zen thing, riding the horses on the show. I started looking forward to it, which is really cool. And then shooting arrows and smashing zombie heads is really fun. I'm gonna miss it.
Who doesn't miss smashing zombies in the head? I miss it. All right, we have our first question. So tell us, first of all, who are you, where are you from, and then your question.
I'm Kevin. I'm from Onford. I also got to say I would miss smashing zombies in the head.
Right.
Well, it'd be great. Throughout my life, this is going to be weird to say, I kind of grew up with you. When I was in middle school and high school, I watched Fanboys a lot. I watched Balls of Fury a lot. And I'm also a big Harry Potter fan. And I wanted to ask, you started out in these somewhat lowbrow comedies, and then you were in the Harry Potter world, which is kind of regarded as this high art type thing. What was there a juxtaposition between those two types of movies? Was it different? And my other question was, did you read the Harry Potter books as they were coming out before you got the Fantastic Beasts job?
Okay, so so the answer to the first subsection part B is there was I got my start doing Fanboys, Take Me Home Tonight, Balls of Fury, A Good Luck Chuck, you know, like some like raunchy stuff there. But each one of those is so like man, Fanboys has become, you know, like a cult classic. So is Balls of Fury in a lot of ways. I got to work with Chris Walken, you know. Like that's why I did that. I was just like, Chris Walken's in it, and then I got there. I was like, what kind of shorts do I have to wear? And I have to have mutton chops like that. But anyways, it was crazy. I had to wear those sharp mutton chops off screen too, just so you know. That was really hard for me. Yeah, and then thank you.
That's good.
So, yeah, and then I don't know. There was just kind of a switch. Like I started out pretty classy. I got a Tony Award. I did the Spelling Bee show, you know, and then you know they just thank you. But they make you, you know, you get agents, and they're just like, you're gonna do comedies, you know, and then I was, you know, I went to college for drama and comedy and everything, both of the faces, and so I really was trying to push doing more serious things. So like in between these comedies, I would do Hannibal, you know, that more serious stuff, and then I got The Walking Dead. That was very helpful. But yeah, does that? I don't know. I was always kind of pushing for that, but my agents were trying to steer me toward. I'll get back into comedy. You know, I always try to pepper comedy in there. I didn't read the books. I hadn't read them. I saw most of the movies, and then when I got cast, I was like, maybe it's good that I don't know anything, you know? The less I know, the better, because I'm a muggle and it's 1920s and none of that took place yet. So, but now I'm in the universe, and I'm like, this is so cool, so classy. And so now I get to read the stories with my kids, and that's how I'm viewing the stories now.
Thank you so much.
I answered every part of your questions.
Wonderfully, I might add.
Oh, you know what? Usually I give something, but I totally forgot. Do you have a badge or something on you? How do you not have your badge on you? Here, let's maybe sign your shirt or something.
We signed the poster, I mean.
All right, if you don't want me to sign anything else. Find something.
Run, buy a photo.
Hello.
Hello again.
Hello again.
So I have sort of a twofold question.
Well, who are you and where are you
I'm
from?
sorry, Teresa. We've already met like 2 or 3 times today. I'm from Pittsfield, Mass, and I've been a big fan of yours since Love Happens, actually. And great movie, by the way. So I know you did some stand-up comedy, and I think you did some improv as well, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So here's an interesting question for you. I know sometimes that actors do ad-lib. So I'm wondering how much ad-libbing you have done, and what is your best memory of something you came up with that like cracked everybody up and like stopped the scene for a minute?
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, let me think. I mean, there's been so many improvs throughout the years. One of my favorite improvs was "You Wish You Had the Height and Girth of D2." That was from Fanboys.
Yes.
That's
great.
Because that just implies a lot, you know.
Yeah.
The figure or the actual R2D2? That's insane. I love the whole Scarface scene in Take Me Home Tonight. That was just all improv. They were like, okay, you're in there and you're chopping up, you know, stuff. And
that's awesome.
There are kids here. There are kids here. Sorry, kids. Yeah. And then in Take Me Home Tonight, I want to be a wizard. I mean, that was just like Dan just being like, damn it, I want to be a wizard. And now that was like a whole, you know, ad campaign they did with that. you know.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
I'll sign whatever you got. Here, come here, man.
This is a networking opportunity. We have a business card. You want to take if you need an assistant?
All right, take it down a notch. I'm just kidding. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Dave from Swansea, Mass.
What's up, man?
First of all, I really enjoyed your performance as Francis Coppola in The Office.
Oh, thank you.
The Office. The Offer.
Yeah.
Was there anything about the person, Francis Coppola, that may have surprised you when you were doing research in playing the role?
Oh, yeah. Surprised me. I kind of knew a lot about it. So I did this show called The Offer, which is on Paramount Plus. Yeah, it's a good show. If you like The Godfather, I play Francis Ford Coppola in it, and basically, it's about the making of The Godfather, which it was really hard to make that movie. Apparently, they had a lot going against them. There was something that I got to talk to James Caan, which was lovely. May he rest in peace. I got to talk to some close people to Francis, but not Francis. And James said, he's got a ferocious temper, but he's also silly, And I was like, yeah, I get that. He's like a big teddy bear in a lot of ways, but he's get like a real bear in a lot of ways, roaring. And he said about his walk, which I tried to do. I don't know if I did it, but James kept on saying, arms back, head down, belly out. And he kept on saying, arms back, head down, belly out, kid, And I was like, okay, that's how he walks. So that was, I guess, a surprise, yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, man. Sign something. What you got there? Oh! Fancy. See, he brought his badge.
Thanks a lot.
Hi, I'm Dave.
What's up,
my question
Doctor?
is, what's the most memorable audition you ever went on, good or bad?
Oh, wow. Most memorable audition. Wow. Okay, geez. All of them are also special in their own way. That first, my first gig out of acting school was a Typo Negative video. You ever heard of Typo Negative? You guys check it out. It's like my own little private SNL. I did they let me do like a bunch of different characters, and it was pretty awesome. That audition was awesome, and because I basically got to just run through a bunch of different characters, but I had to dance like them, and to their song. And that was just a really cool audition. I have never done an audition like that since. Or the other one was Fantastic Beasts. That was really kind of special because on the way there, I was walking there because I wanted to get into the mindset of walking in New York and in the streets of New York. And on the way there, I was walking downtown where he would be. I saw this little Newsies hat. It's like this patchwork hat, and I bought it. And I was like, "Yeah, this is Jacob." And I bought these crazy gloves. It was all I was going to the. I felt like I was going to the audition. I was just hat, boom, gloves, it's like suspenders, and I was dressing myself on the way to this audition. And then obviously it went well, yeah. Shall I sign something for you? Oh, that's a great shirt. Show them what it says. Here you go, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Hi.
Hi. My name's Amy. I'm from Farmington, Connecticut.
Amy, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good.
Okay, so I have a two-part question.
Okay, part one.
First part would be, do you have like a dream role in acting, even if it's like been done already? If there's like one character you could play?
Wow. I'd love to play Nathan Detroit in Guys and Dolls at some point. I'd love to play R.P. McMurphy in Cuckoo's Nest at some point. I'd love to play Toby-Wan Kenobi, Obi-Wan's cousin. Toby. You mean old man Toby? Yeah, you want me to sign something?
Do I?
Wait, did that answer the question?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a second part,
Oh,
though.
right, sorry. What's your second part?
Can I have a hug?
Sure, if you, yeah, it's fine. Oh, okay.
Hi.
You want me to sign?
I don't know if there's anywhere to sign it. Oh, you have silver.
Yeah, I can sign on the inside.
You can sign on that.
Okay.
It's probably thicker.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. What now?
We have another question here.
Excellent.
Hi. My name's Amanda. I'm from Middletown, Connecticut. And
Always sweep the leg. Was that the question?
yes. I wanted to ask, like, what was it like filming Fantastic Beasts? Because did you have to use your imagination a lot?
Oh yeah, there was a lot of stuff that wasn't there. It was like someone asked me that recently. It's like very high tech theater, basically. You know, I did theater, so you got to imagine stuff that's not there. And this time, there's a lot of money behind it. But they give you puppets, like, you know, the War Horse, where you ever seen that show with the skeletal horse and all that? They did the same thing on our show, same people. We had like a giant erumpent, you know, skeletal version of the erumpent, the big rhino beast, which is really cool. We have puppets. We have puppets sometimes, you know. So they help us out. So you don't have to use your imagination all the time.
Cool. I also have another question. I'm in school for script writing.
Oh, great.
And I wanted to ask, like, what advice would you give someone who's trying to get into that industry?
You have voice memos on your phone?
Yes.
Yeah. And notes on your phone? Mm-hmm. Write everything down. Record your ideas. Keep them all. Because it's hard just to be like, what was that idea I had? And then try to get it out of your head, into your hand, onto the paper. And if you record everything first, then you can go back and get it just exactly how you want it.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. What should I sign? I will. Yes. Wait, are you really a blue belt? Congratulations. Nice. I did a series called Story of Masters. Check it out. I go around the world and study with different masters, martial arts. Yeah, it's cool.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Quick insert, Dan. So
Yes, sir.
when you had all these CGI things that you had to imagine, or even if it was a skeleton, when you saw the final product, how close was it to your envision?
Oh, and the final product is always just like, oh my God, that's incredible, you know, because it's living, it's breathing, it's like, it's there. As much as you try to imagine it, it's never what the fit, like trying to imagine what the Zowu, you know, that lion dragon,
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't imagine what that was, the final product was going to be, you know. But we just had little props and pictures to deal with, and, you know, to reference. Yeah, there's a lot of joy in seeing the final product, you know. Did you guys see this last one? Okay. Love that sequence where, because we were just like, man, like the Niffler and Pickett, like they could have their own movie, you know, like you know, and I think they should do that, you know, like all just from their point of view. I love that bit where they're trying to break the brothers out of jail. Spoilers. And you see Pickett's like falling and he's like reaching for the key, and then you see the Niffler like, and there's like all sorts of stuff falling, and you see the Niffler reaching, and it looks like the Niffler's gonna actually help Pickett, but he's not. He's just going past him to find the shiny stuff that's falling. It's hysterical. Yeah. Wait a minute, you asked that question. Okay, you want me to sign something?
Here, sign your question sheet. Sir, what is your name?
My name's John, from Waterbury, Vermont.
All right.
So the project you're on, Fanboys.
Yes, sir.
As a lower budget production.
Yeah.
It had such
It was like $5 million.
a varied cast. It seemed like it was so well edited, put together, that it ended up being a fairly, moving story, and it brought in the actors did such a wonderful job of having their characters move through the show and develop in the show. And you in particular, your character did such amazing things. And was it ad-lib? Some of the stuff you were doing with your Jedi mind thing in the comic book store, let alone clipping your toenails on the bed, and some of that stuff, it was just so personal.
That was actually in the script, man.
It was.
Yeah, he's clipping his toenails. That's like gnarly, man.
How did you get into that production or that show?
That is classic, dude. I was doing a show. I was doing the Spelling Bee show on Broadway, and I was getting some buzz. And Kyle Newman was, looking through, new young actors or whatever, and he saw a headshot of me. And I had the suspenders, and I had like a rock T-shirt on, and I looked like Hutch. And he was just like, "Yeah, that's him." And I'd be basically dressed the same as I did in that headshot. It's so funny. It's kind of like, I like it because it's like, how Han Solo got his role. You know that story? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, you were just brilliant. I mean, you were just brilliant in that.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
You want me to sign something?
Sure. Thank you.
Get over here. Get over. You got it. Get over here. Yeah. Oh, we're trying to do a show or a sequel or something. More Fanboys, yeah.
Really well done.
Thanks, brother.
Sir.
Hi.
Hi.
My name's Don. I'm from Albany, New York.
Don.
Yeah. A lot of jokes in high school
I
about
bet.
that. Question, you've worked in all of these different, Fanboys, Balls of Fury, Fantastic Beasts. You've had all of these people that you've worked with. Anybody stand out as your favorite?
Ooh.
Are you trying to get him in trouble with the other people?
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
I mean, no one would blame me if I said Chris Walken. Like, Chris Walken, that's why I did that movie. Okay.
Hey.
I work with some amazing people, but I think they would say Chris too. Yeah. He was.
Any favorite story that springs to mind with that?
Always with the, yeah. What can I say that's PG? Wait, do we have kids here? We do have kids here somewhere. No? Are there any kids here? I can tell some sick stuff. He, I guess my favorite was, he came up to me and he said, "Dan," and I'm standing there. I'm like, I have, you know what I look like in Balls of Fury. I look crazy.
Right.
I had like a rhinestone tuxedo jacket and short shorts. I looked insane. And I'm staring into this koi pond. And I'm having this like moment where I'm like, did I make the right choice? And then there's Chris, he like saunters up next to me, and he looks crazy too. He's just like Ming the Merciless. And he walks up to me, he goes, "Dan, do you know what we have in common. And I'm like, what, man? What? Like, what do I and Chris Walken have in common? He goes, 1 billion heartbeats. He goes, it doesn't matter, Dan, if you're the koi swimming in the pond or a gnat that the koi jumps to eat or an eagle that flies by and eats the koi. God only doles out 1 billion heartbeats. And he just walks away. And I'm like, oh my God. Did I make the right decision? Yeah, that's a good one.
Very nice.
All right, I will sign your face only. Oh, that's convenient. Hey. Oh, that's you.
Yep.
That's hysterical.
Fanboys, I had to do that, man.
Well, he had to make me do this in the picture. All right, brother. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for your question.
Hi, I'm Dave from New Hampshire.
What's up, Doctor?
You've done work in Walking Dead and Fantastic Beasts. How do you find the difference between working in a show like The Walking Dead, where you're more physical in the acting, doing stunts, to something where you're acting off more green screens or special effects?
Right. Well, I always say the grass is always greener, you know, because, well, here's the thing. Some of the most physical stuff, some of the most action-heavy sequences I've done were in Fantastic Beasts, which I love, like running from the erumpent and like in that first movie Across the Ice and all that. Like in my head, I was Indiana Jones and I was running from a boulder, man. I was in heaven. I love all that stuff. Love all the physical comedy stuff. But yeah, when you're doing like you're doing this huge movie with all of these different moving parts and it's just massive. Sometimes you're just like, I can't wait till I'm, just doing it. Because like, The Walking Dead is the exact opposite. We're in the elements, like the heat in Atlanta is a character in the show. Everyone's just, stop it. Everyone's just sweating their brains out on the show. And I love that. Like I come from theater. I love, just physical. At the end of the show, when the actors just sitting there going, and then they're waiting for the applause. Like that's what I come from, Like if you're not breathing hard, at the end of it, you haven't done your job. So, yeah, Walking Dead's like doing a Western. It gets dirty and dusty, and then while I'm doing that, I'm just like, gosh, I wish I was on a studio. A lot of little air conditioning. It's always like you keep going back and forth, which makes it, keeps me excited for the next thing.
Thank you.
Yeah. I will sign your badge. Sure, why not? Dun 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 dun. Bum bada bum bada bum bada boo. Bum bada bum bum boo. Spartacus. Thank you. Scooby-Doo, your favorite?
One of them.
All right.
Hello.
Hello.
So, I'm Tony from New York. I have a...
Hey.
Hey, yo.
Oh, what is wrong with me? I just keep hitting this thing. I should make it smaller.
I just have a couple quick questions. The first one is there like a crazy stunt that you would love to do in a movie?
Is there a crazy stunt that I would love to do in a movie? Ooh.
Or in real life?
I mean, I'd love to be like, some kind of Jedi or, someone who flies or something. Like, it'd be so cool to be able to fly without the harnesses constricting your back. But yeah, I would. That'd be really cool to be able to just be like, dun, da, da, doo, da, da, dee, da, da, doo, da, da, doo, flying through the air. I wouldn't make that noise. That'd be much cooler than that.
Agreed.
They'd make the noise in post.
Yeah.
And the other quick question is just, do you have any weird, unpredictable talents that no one knows about?
Weird, unpredictable talents. Gets his camera ready.
Don't worry, I'm not popular at all. It goes on social media, no one's gonna see it.
I can fart the alphabet. No. That was unpredictable. What did you say? Who can't? Unpredictable. Oh, check this out. Is that weird? It's totally dead. You can't feel anything. But now it's fine. Did that weird you out? That was unpredictable.
Appreciate that.
You gotta go applause for that. Did you think I'd get applause for that?
I think that's applause worthy, yeah. I mean, he's a sculptor. Did you know he's a sculptor?
But that's not weird. You know, that's kind of cool.
Depends on what you use to sculpt.
That is true. I sculpt normal things.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah, dude. Good. Yes, I will sign something. If you must. How will I know you? What is your name again? Tony from New York.
Because no one else in New York is
Yeah, exactly. And and just remind me everything. Damn it, I'll have to take a picture of you. Yeah, take your mask down. Oh, it's a Pac-Man mask, I see. I'm gonna take a picture of you anyway so I remember. You, Tony from New York. All right.
That'll be $40.
I got your number, man. $40. If you want your likeness back.
Hey Dan, my name is Andres. I'm
Good.
from West Haven, Connecticut. I'm nervous as hell right now. I'm not gonna lie. I do not like being in front of people, but
Good.
I need to ask you. I know Jacob is a Muggle in the films, but if you had to put him in any house in Hogwarts, what house would you put him in?
Thank you for facing your fear with us today. Oh, yeah, I assumed he was Hufflepuff. I assumed Jacob was Hufflepuff because he's a baker.
That's what I was thinking too, but
And he's loyal. And all those things that are Hufflepuffy. But he, I asked, I was talking to JK and I was like, he's Hufflepuff, right? And she was like, no, he's a Gryffindor because he was a soldier.
that's
I think he's both.
could be.
I think he's Gryffindor.
And if you could pick one of the Deathly Hallows,
Gryffindor.
which one would you pick?
Gryffindor is good, but I like the puff part. What did you say?
If you could pick one of the Deathly Hallow weapons,
Oh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Elder Wand. Yeah, Elder Wand.
Elder Wand?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You didn't ask me if I wanted something signed.
He knows the drill. He's been here.
And now you're over your fear.
I'm not over it.
In stages, man. It's, you know.
That's a good picture, brother.
Thank you.
All right. All right. Give him a round of applause. It's like Tony Robbins. Hey, what's up?
Hi, I'm Bethany. I'm from Long Island. My question is, what's your favorite memory from working on Fantastic Beasts?
Yeah, my favorite memory. I loved showing up on that first day and walking around the sets that they made. They built Tony. They built New York. You know, they built Manhattan. Yeah, several streets of Manhattan in the 20s. You know. And so that was just, and they could have just done a facade. No, you can open those doors. It looks like there's restaurants. It looks like you can be like, waiter, and someone will come and, and then, because my great-grandfather was a baker on Stanton and Rivington, where the bakery is in the movie, okay? Fogler's famous pumpernickel was a thing in 1910s. So to be fully dressed and to be in the bakery, and when, you know, everything's rolling and there's smoke coming out of the street and the horse-drawn buggies and stuff like that, I'm just like, I'm in a time machine. I have just jumped into my great grandfather's body right now. You know, it's like, it's crazy. So that's a huge gift that the movie's given to me.
Also, are you excited for future projects with the Fantastic Beasts cast?
I hope so. Yeah. I mean, I hope they let us do a bunch more. Would you guys see? Don't quote me or anything, but would you guys see or want to watch a show on HBO Max or something that's around Queenie and Jacob in the bakery and? All right. I'll tell Warner Brothers. What do you want me to sign? Yeah. All right. Thank you. Matt Murdock.
Hello, my name is David. I'm from Manchester, New Hampshire.
Manchester, England.
My question for you
I know, I was just like the song.
What was the difference between filming Fantastic Beasts before and after the pandemic?
Yeah, man. That was wild because I was on my way to film the first day. I was like, lost all this weight. I was just like, my mustache. I'm just like, I am looking and feeling good. And I'm literally pull onto the lot. My driver gets a call and he turns around and takes me back home. And I went home for 4 months. Okay? That's what happened for the lockdown in London. And that was just like, oh, this is a gut punch. You know, like you just, if you're a baseball player, you're just ready, you're at the bat, you're ready to go. And they're just like, go sit down for 4 months. You know, just like, what the hell? It was crazy. So it was really tough. And then trying to keep that weight off that I lost, you know, it's like, and then getting there and filming every day. And it just felt like, I don't know, it just felt like we were climbing up a mountain and each day was special. It's like we finished this day, we got through it, everybody's healthy, and we are making this gigantic film in the middle of this chaos, you know, that is the pandemic. And we did our best. I'm the most tested person on the face of the planet. Yeah, man, we got through it. And then it was just like, that we finished it, you know, during that time was just like, it just very special to everybody.
Was there any concerns, like, towards the middle of filming or whatnot, that, like, it was going to just have to go straight to HBO Max, or was it, like...
Oh, I don't know about that.
Oh.
Straight to HBO, wow, no. I mean, I think they were going to put it out in theaters no matter what, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. Bring me your badge. What's your name, man? David. That's a cool shirt, David. Oh my God, Deadpool. Deadpoo? Deadpoo.
You're popping your pee.
It's nice to meet you too.
So Deadpoo.
Hi. I have a question.
It's even more scary that you're just, hi, how are you? Like,
what's your real name, Mr. Deadpoo?
Yes. I'm Drew from Westchester.
Do you have a Willy the Pooh?
Thank you.
Do you have a poo?
What?
Do you have to poo?
Not right now. No, I went before the panel. So
good man.
Yeah. So
that's gotta be hot in there.
I'm dying slowly.
Okay, good.
It's a slow death every day. But
yes,
there's so much I could ask, but everyone already asked those questions. So I was like, yes, okay, more. Working on the Goldbergs, you know, you're Marvin. What was it like working on a character again that, you know, is based on someone else? And I guess, did you have any fun stories that happened on set, you know, doing that? Because you were...
Yeah, Marvin was... Sorry, get finished.
No, you're good. I was just saying, Marvin was hilarious. So
thanks,
every
man.
time.
Yeah, Marvin was... I love... If you guys watch the Goldbergs, they have... Like, at the end of the show, they have real footage from when Adam was a kid and he videotaped his family growing up in the 80s. And there's some of that stuff is the most hysterical stuff. And the one thing that they had one uncle episode, or one little uncle, you know, prelude at the end there. Is that even the right word? Who cares? So it's Adam's real uncle, and it's Thanksgiving. I don't know if you guys remember this, and he's sitting at the table, and he's just like, no, I'm not going. No, I'm not going to go. I'm going. And I was like, that was brilliant. Yes, that was an excellent nugget of gold for my character. Yeah, I love that. I love it anytime I'm on that show because they give me really cool cars to drive. I drove the DeLorean. I drove the Kit car. Oh my God. I drove this enormous like Cadillac, like convertible Cadillac with mirror interior. Like what the hell was that? Amazing stuff. Yeah.
And I guess I just had, if I can ask just one more, I've actually used your Death Star monologue from Fanboys as an inspirational like moment. When you're reading that, did you think like, wow, this is like, someone could use this later and inspire people? And you're like, I have no idea what the hell's happening.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that was a good monologue. Man, people underestimate that movie. It's the through line of Linus's, storyline really grounds that movie in a really great way. And that monologue, I loved that. I was like, thank you for allowing me to have that monologue. It's great. You don't expect Hutch to have that wisdom, but he does. Now it's just a stare down.
Yeah, it's like, because I was like,
get over here, I'll sign your honey thing.
He was like, you have something to sign. I was like, I had nothing to sign. I was like, it's not happening.
Okay,
so could I
can sign your face?
No, I'm good. It's fine. But I mean, you could make it better with your autograph, but I'm good.
Okay.
Could I get like a photo, or is that possible? Or
I will sign this. You're like, shit.
Yeah, I was like, okay, fine.
I'm actually writing shit on it. I don't know. Why did I write shit on it?
You get the shit.
Thanks, man.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
My name is Bobby. I'm from New Jersey.
Yeah, you are.
I know you answered about Jacob, but what house would you put yourself in?
What would Fogler put himself in? What would I put myself in? I think I'm a Hufflepuff. Yeah.
And follow-up question, did you keep any of the short shorts from Balls of Fury?
No. They were very uncomfortable. I did not like wearing those.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I will sign your tie.
Anything else? So.
Oh, I'll sign a tie.
We have time for a few more questions. If not, I can bug him with some of my crap, but
There you go. Thank you, man. I think everyone here has asked a question.
They're all like, I need an autograph.
Okay. Thank you. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
You're
Dan.
where you are.
I'm Luna. I'm from New Haven.
Awesome.
And I think, as an aspiring actor, I feel that watching you in the movies and shows that you do is just really great because I love your comedy.
Thanks.
But what advice would you give with and not improv but movement comedy
Ooh.
Physical comedy? Do you know what I'm trying to say?
You like doing physical comedy?
Yeah, I feel like it's funny to watch, but I also want to try to do it.
Yeah. Who's your favorite?
Favorite what?
Physical comedian.
I'm gonna say you.
Okay. Well, watch more of my movies. I was gonna say watch Carol Burnett, Lucille Ball. Watch the greats, a lot of the silent movie guys. Chaplin, Buster Keaton. If you want the physical comedy, who's an excellent physical comedian?
Who?
Oh, Jerry Lewis.
Oh, that's
Watch
true.
some Jerry Lewis.
That's true. I have.
Ritter.
Yeah, John Ritter. Yes. Yeah. Gilda Radner. One of my favorites. Smashing herself into the wall over and over again. Just watch your favorites, emulate them, And once you figure out a good pratfall, you can work a whole routine off of that.
And don't hurt yourself.
I'll try not to.
Belushi, he hurt himself though. He hurt himself a lot. Yeah. Does that answer your question?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Come here. I will sign something. You want me to sign your shirt or something? You sign your phone?
I have more cards. Sign the phone.
I'll let you sign my phone.
Really?
I'll let you do that.
Sweet.
I have more cases at home.
I can't stop signing things.
It's so beautiful.
Thanks.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Amy from Binghamton, New York.
Delightful.
Yeah. So I swear you're one of those actors that I'm like going in through IMDb and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you were in this too after I've seen you. So I know you most through Hannibal, which I know.
Yeah.
And then of course saw that you were in Fantastic Beasts and all of that. So I was.
And then I got to work with Maz again.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's my question. And I know there was a lot of stuff around the last movie, but when Mads was coming in to replace, was it kind of like, okay, cool, like this is a friend that I've worked with that I get to work with again, or what was that like? Yeah,
that was great. Yeah, that was, it was so bittersweet because I was this close to having seen a bunch to do with Johnny,
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, man, I hope they bring in someone that's awesome.
Yeah.
They better be. And it was when they said Maz, I was like, oh man, that's kind of perfect casting. And I know him from Hannibal, obviously. He and I had a lot of fun working on Hannibal because I would try to, because he was so serious on that show, and I would try to make him laugh in between takes. And
Did you make him laugh?
Yeah, he's silly. He's a silly man. And he's like
Is there
dancing.
any one time in particular that you just got him to crack up just out of the blue?
Well, the first time, they had me in so many layers. I was like, here's another sweater. And I was just trying not to sweat and get through my lines. I guess I had a lot of lines talking about cheese and cheese folk. And I was just like, man, okay. And I got through this 9 pages of just talking without sweating. And I was like, yeah! I kicked my legs up. And he was like, what's that? And he just started cracking up. Because I was very close to kicking at his head, because we were right across from each other. I was like, man, I was just excited I got through that. And he was just like, yeah, me too. It's there's a lot of lines on this show. And he was, he had his accent and everything, and they were always on him with that accent, So when I think he was like, yeah, I get to, he's told me that when he came onto the set, he was happy to see me because there was a familiar face. And so, yeah, it was good. My God, I consider him a good friend.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, even though he snapped my neck on the show.
It's a little snap neck between friends, you know what I mean?
Hey, yo, whoa, Tony knows.
Thank you.
All right, I'll sign something.
Sir, you are our last question.
You are the last question.
Just make it really good, or people will shame you forever. But no pressure.
All right. My name is Ryan Leibowitz. I'm from Bristol, Connecticut.
Very okay.
Let him finish signing.
This is very okay.
Ryan from Bristol, Connecticut. We're going to remember that.
And
enjoy. You're welcome.
So this is Ryan.
Apropos.
Ryan from Bristol.
Yeah, hey. And can I eat this? Sorry, mine was more of a joke question.
Oh.
I was asking if I could eat the microphone.
You want to eat the microphone?
Totally.
You want that one?
Sure.
Go for it. Are you paying me money?
I will kill you.
What are you doing right now?
Huh?
Are you giving me money?
No, I'm giving you something to sign.
Oh.
It's a check from your checking account.
You just have me sign the back of a credit card.
Can you give me money?
Foxwoods.
Yeah. I like the poker room better at Foxwoods.
Oh.
Whoa, I gotta cut that out of the video now.
They just tackle him. Drag him out screaming.
Here comes Mohegan Sun Security. Dan, anything that you can share as far as new projects that you're under NDA?
I mean, no.
Okay.
I mean, look out for the Moon Lake animated show that we're doing. That's the next big thing. I'm doing more Goldbergs, so I'll be on more episodes of that. Yeah, I just got cast in an animated show that I'm excited about. I can't talk about that yet. There's all sorts of stuff going on.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
How about your band? Are you still with Second Rate?
Oh, Second Rate, man. No, we kind of broke up, but I do like sing with the Action Hero band, Greg Grunberg's band.
Oh, awesome.
Every once in a blue moon, which I really love. We're going to try and get back into that more.
Sweet. Well,
this is lovely.
Well, follow his stuff. Give him a big round of applause. Thank you so much, Dan,
Thanks, guys.
for being here. Visit him at his table. He's here all weekend. Tip your waitress, all that stuff.
Yeah, all sorts of stuff. At Mr. Dan Fogler on Twitter and Fogler's Fictions on Instagram. DM me. I will DM back. All right, guys. Thank you.
All right.
Hi, this is Maisie Richardson-Sellers, and you are watching Fandom Spotlight. Be a legend and hit that like button, and most importantly, have fun and follow your fandom.